I looked back at the prior year, all the different seasons that came out, and I realized that not only were there quite a lot. I'm gonna stand by the position that 2024 had quite a lot of good anime, but more than that, a lot of anime that just came back from the dead, like they had been gone for quite a while, and they came back and they were still really good. So overall, I think 2024 was a really good year, especially for Netflix. I think Netflix had a lot of good stuff on it, and I found myself really watching a lot of anime on Netflix this year. And their dubbing's hit or miss, but I'm happy to have it either way. What do you guys think?
Of the opinion that there have been a few like really, really good shows that everybody was talking about. But other than them, I don't feel like this year has hit the heights of previous years in recent memory. So cynical, I know, but
You don't think 2024 matches up to the likes of 2023 and maybe 2022?
I don't know. I would have to double check because I haven't compared the years very closely, but just that as a feeling. But that doesn't mean that we didn't have any good anime. It's just I feel like some certain anime really cornered the market of the anime conversation this year.
Caroline is trapped in spring of 2023, along with myself, with notable hits such as Island of the Dead and Bone Yuchan. How can you possibly size up to those?
You speak the truth.
I do. Mason, what do you think?
I would agree with the Mitts.
Oh,
Both
wow.
in the fact that, because it seems like you made two assertions. One, that Netflix seemed to get some really dynamite, massive shows that were of great quality, and I have to agree from front to back, from Dungeon Meshi at the beginning all the way through to Dan 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 at the end. They really had a great selection of shows, and yeah, even if you don't watch the dubs they put out, just the fact that they're an option, they're there. I'm not a Netflix shill by any means, but if I was putting on something on Netflix, even stuff that we're not going to talk about in 2024's Oscars this year, like Orb, I was a better chance of finding something I liked than I didn't. But as far as 2024 as a whole for anime, even though it didn't have maybe the 10 out of 10s or stuff that really lands as like a Hallmark classic in my book, I think objectively across the board, I rated shows higher this year than I have in the past. And while objective quality is very vague, my average score in 2024 was like a 54 out of 100, which is a lot higher than like my 47s in past years. So I guess I like 2024. The numbers don't lie. So there you go.
Do you have the numbers for any of the rest of us, or just for yourself? I think we all know objectively I give the highest scores on this podcast. So
I can find that. I was just looking up based on like my AniList stuff, but let me run the numbers while we
You don't have to.
Otaku tells us how
like
he really feels.
That seems like a lot of effort, but if you feel like you want to, yeah, Otaku Cop. Are you
Mason loves the numbers.
Are you more with Caroline? Are you stuck in April of 2023, or are you living life large in 2024? What do you think?
I'm living life large here in 2024. 2024 restored my confidence in the remake. So you had Rama 1/2 come back, you had Spice and Wolf, and I was very skeptical to see how those came along, but I was very pleasantly surprised, and it gives me hope for some, potentially future remakes down the line. I thought that they were done very well. Rama 1/2 does fall into your Netflix umbrella, though, and they just killed it. I thought they did an awesome job, and I thought 2024 was also a really strong year for both the fantasy genre and the romance genre. I thought there were a lot of great romance comedies, romance dramas, and the fantasy genre. There was at least 5 or 6 shows every season that I could have watched, and I like to think I'm probably the most positive person on this panel, and I would have enjoyed most of them. I thought 2024 wasn't, breaking any records, but I thought it was overall a very solid and entertaining year.
Okay, I guess maybe I'm just wrong then. Everybody else seems to have a very
No,
different
you
memory
can't.
of this year. I could just be wrong.
You're not able to be wrong. It's your opinion.
It is a matter of opinion.
Maybe my opinion is a bad one. We'll see.
Well, that's normally people say that about me, so you can have it for now. Yeah, I mean, with Bleach coming back, Natsume came back, Konosuba came back, sort of. Hibike Euphonium came back, and like all these shows were still really good. So I feel like a lot of these fan bases that just hadn't had anything in a while, they got their fix, I guess, and the fix was good. So nothing quite like having your favorite show come back after like 4 years or whatever it was for something like Hibike Euphonium, and then have it suck, which AKA like the One Punch Man treatment or one of these. These all ended up being pretty good shows, and we're going to be hearing about them today. So yeah, I was happy to see that personally. So.